Good morning, class. How are you? So now today we are going to start a new topic. What about that topic? What is that topic? Oh, you all must be confused. So if I ask you, have you eaten pizza? Yes, everybody has eaten pizza. A pizza look like this, a round pizza. But when I take slices from it, my pizza sometimes left like this or this or this, right? My pizza is like this. So this whole pizza, this is known as whole of something. This is known as whole. If I take one part of it, how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a total of 8 in it, right? If I eat one slice out of it, how much I am eating? I'm eating 1. But the total are 8. So whenever we have to write, whenever I have to show that I've eaten one part of it, I write that in this manner. What is this manner? This manner is known as your fraction. So when we have to show the number in fraction, we write it like this. Whole always comes in your denominator and the part comes in your numerator. So numerator is the above part and the denominator is the below part. Alright, and this line is known as your fraction line. This line is known as fraction line. So whenever you have to show a fraction, the part always comes in the numerator section and the whole comes in the denominator section. So this is your part and part is numerator and whole is your denominator. We never write whole in the numerator or part in the denominator. This is the very fixed part. Part will always come in the numerator and whole will come in the denominator. If I say I have eaten this much part, the shaded part I have eaten, so how will you write the fraction for this? Shaded part. You have to write the fraction for shaded part. So I will first count the parts that are shaded in it. 2 parts are shaded, so 2 will come in my numerator and then the fraction line, and now in your denominator comes the whole. So I'll count the whole parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are a total of 8 parts in it. So 8 will come in your denominator. And in the same circle, if I talk about the unshaded part, right? If I have to write the unshaded fraction, so how will you write it? First, you will count the parts which are unshaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts are unshaded, so that will come in your numerator. Then after that your fraction line, and now you have to write your new denominator. Denominator means the total. So total are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts, 8 will come in your denominator. This is how you show the shaded and the unshaded part. Now if I come to this activity, this is a page and it is divided in 4 equal parts, right? 4 equal parts it is divided. If I talk about this activity, how many parts are shaded in it? First I will find out the total number of parts. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So whole is your 4. So whole is your 4 here, and now my question is how many parts are shaded in it? Write the shaded fraction. So 1, 2, 3 are shaded. So 3 by 4 will be the fraction for shaded part. Now coming to the unshaded, only one part is unshaded here. So your fraction for the unshaded fraction will be 1 by 4 because 1 is a part which is unshaded and the total comes in your denominator, that is 4. So 1 by 4 will be your unshaded fraction and 3 by 4 is the shaded fraction here. Alright class, I think now it is very much clear about the shaded and the unshaded fraction. You just have to count the parts which are shaded, that will come in your numerator if we are asking you the unshaded fraction, and whole will come in your denominator. And whole always remains same. So now if I erase the board here and I talk about two fractions. I give you two fractions here, and then I ask you whether those two fractions are equivalent or not. Equivalent. What do you understand by equivalent? Equivalent means are they equal or not? So let me give you find. My question is find whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. So 4 by 5, my A part is 4 by 5 comma 3 by 6. 4 by 5 and 3 by 6 is my A part, and I have to find whether these two fractions are equal or not. So what I will do is I will write those two fractions again, 4 by 5, 3 by 6, and I have to cross multiply them. What do you understand by cross multiply? Numerator multiplied by denominator and denominator multiplied by numerator. So 4 multiplied by 6 and 5 multiplied by 3. Now you all know the table of 4, right? So 4 6 is 24 and 5 3 is 15. After cross multiplication, my answer is not same. That means no, they are not, you will write they are not equivalent fractions. If after the cross multiplication your answer is coming out to be same, then your answer will be they are equivalent. So no, they are not equivalent fractions. I skipped not here by mistake. So yes, no, they are not equivalent fractions. Alright class. So this is how you find out whether two fractions are equal or they are not equal. Now any questions, you can come up with your questions and ask your doubts. Any doubt you can ask at the end of the class or in between the class also. Class, you can raise your hand and ask your doubts. I am recalling everything that we have done. We have understood how to find out the shaded fraction and the unshaded fraction. Whatever has been asked, that comes in the numerator and the total comes in your denominator. If they are asking unshaded, you will count the unshaded parts, and the whole is going to come in your denominator, and likewise that. And now coming here to find out the equivalent fraction, you just have to cross multiply. Cross multiply numerator with denominator, denominator with numerator. When the answer is not similar, when the answer is not coming out to be same, then they are not equivalent fraction. If the answer comes out to be same, they are equivalent fractions. Alright class, thank you so much.